It's definitely something that still needs awareness.
I think it's something that hits home to a lot of us teenagers today.
The statistic every 15 minutes comes from how often someone dies due to drunk driving car accident.
That is a real statistic and it's scary. And our students need to know that and understand what can happen.
When you talk about it, it's just kind of like oh, it's just a conversation. But when you see it and like, you know your people in it and you know like it could happen on a regular basis, it just made it more real for me.
You're showing a whole bunch of students that go out and party that driving under the influence isn't something you should do and that it could be really serious.
Even knowing that it's not real just kind of puts me back into this place of being in the moment and realizing anything could happen to my kids at any point.
We want them to see this and we want them to make the right choices, not to drink and drive.
Can we get an extra hand here?
Yeah. My sophomore year of high school, I was involved in a potentially fatal car accident. Really affected my life, really impacted me and who I am and made me who I am today. And that's kind of really what led me to wanting to make a difference and kind of help prevent people from going through what I went through and really just giving people like a real life experience without any of the real life trauma.
As a first responder, we go to so many car accidents, so many accidents involving drivers under the influence, whether that is alcohol, drugs. It is so important for them to see what can actually happen during these accidents and to people that are involved in them. And all the public safety agencies that would be responding to a crash scene on any given day are all here, making this as real as possible.
It's crazy that they just popped that hood off that fast. I mean, they pulled us out quick.
It was absolute silence when we were pulling out the victims from this car accident. And then you hear the rotors of the helicopter coming in. And all those bleachers, all those thousands of students in those bleachers were silent. You hear the emotion of the students worried about their friends that are in the vehicles.
I think it's going to be emotional, and I think it will touch, a lot of people's hearts, especially my friends.
Zipping of the coroner's bag, when we're putting the body on the gurney, rolling them to the coroner's removal van. Those are all very, very real moments.
This is something that really happens, One day you come in and you sit next to your friend in calculus, the next day they're not there, but they never will be again.
Anything that can be led by our students is going to have an impact, right? Whether it's in the classroom or something like every 15 minutes, when the student voice is behind it, it's always going to resonate.
If they're faced with a difficult decision, they're able to look back on this moment and really think about it and make that right decision.
We're hoping that just by seeing this, experiencing this, that we can save at least one life.